Good morning guys. April 8th, 9th, whatever. Now I'm going to show you how I do potatoes two ways. I'm not growing early potatoes. I'm not paying the price. They're just too expensive now. I'm growing a couple of pots of Charlottes. They're my favourite potato. And then from this we'll go on to this year's single seed potato challenge. Plus I'm going to try and emulate what everybody impressed the hell out of me with last year's potato. So I'm doing this year's challenge obviously with the potatoes provided by Steve House, and I'm having to go with what you guys used last year, see what my results are. Okay, so I've started off about a third of a pot compost. You all do it. Handful of chicken manure pellets and a handful of fish blood and bone. Now, yes, I know everywhere's a mess. I suppose it happens to everybody sometime or other. It's just a case of mixing it all in. Not be too particular. Potatoes. There's a few chips. There's about 4 around the row's end. They're reasonable. So I'm starting off. I'm using the handles for me marker. That's the second potato. No, the chicks aren't bad. Mind, I need the bottom end. I'll knock them off. Not that I normally do. It doesn't matter if they fall in lie flat. They're still going to grow the same way. So the next part, what's left, half fill that space again. I'll get back to you when I've done it. Once again, handful of chicken manure pellets and a handful of fish blood and bone. Just a quick mix in. And the last 2 potatoes, opposite sides to the handles. As you say, the chits, I'm happy with them. They're okay. And completed. The compost I'm using, all I'm doing is I'm using up old half-used sacks. Anything I find lying around, if it's half used, get rid of the bag, get it emptied. Okay. Right, that's my first tub of potatoes for 2024. Charlotte. Now, I'll get this out of the way and I'll show you my next. I'll finish the rest of them later, but I'll show you how I start my single seed potato challenge 2024. Okay, back in a second guys. Right, potato number 2. I've used the last of what I've got in the half empty bags. Same as the other potato. A handful of bit of fish blood and bone and a handful of chicken manure pellets. Now, I've looked at me single seed potato for this year's challenge. It is not ready yet for planting. However, I did get a couple of potatoes off me, my old friend Ron, and he's one ready for planting. Now, because there was 2 Performer potatoes, I named them, for obvious reasons, Performer 1 and the other potato Performer 2, because I just want to know how much one potato can yield. So I need to know which potato they come from. So that one, Performer 2. And they'll all be named as such. Roots come out the bottom nice. So it's a case of, oh yes, I'm happy with that. Centre of the pot. Oh, what I've done, I've opened a new bag of compost. Just cheap stuff. To me it's very fibrous. I just hope it doesn't suck the bloody nitrogen out of it while it's still decaying. But anyhow, I've mixed it in me box. Still got bits of twigs in. Just to make it easier to fill the pot. And I put the fish blood and bone and the chicken manure pellets straight in. Mixed it in the box. So it's just a case of top it up. Now what I do with these, I'm not going to make a secret of it because I don't believe in secrets. If you want to try it yourself this year, I'm giving you plenty of time, plenty of notification what I'm doing. There's only one person I saw last year that had my idea, because early potatoes produce a potato on one level. These being late potatoes produce up the shoot. And the idea is, I've got pots with no base in at all, plant another one on top and keep topping it with compost. Up to 3 high. But it means you've got to take more care, cane through them and secure them so the wind doesn't blow them over. And in my case, put them where they're not in the way and I'll still have access to them. So let's complete this one. And it's actually about ready for the next pot on top. But I just haven't got one available yet. I'll have to dig them out. I've got plenty of them. I just prefer to use the old pots that's got a bit of damage and take the bottom out. Right, I'll see if I've got one anywhere. Right, one pot found. Any with a bit of damage on, I'll use them. No base. Put you back on the plant. That's it. I can go up to 3 deep. Make sure where they won't get in my way and I've got access. And they're secured so the winds don't blow them over. But that'll do the job. Right, the new compost. Look at the state of it. To me, an awful lot of fibre in that, like it's not fully rotted down, anywhere near rotten. But it states on the bag, high performance, strong healthy growth, and it retains the water longer. Well, I can believe it'll retain the water longer, but I'll be a bit worried about that. So I'm going to I've given it a go. I want half a dozen parsley plants, so I've pricked half a dozen out in it. But for safety, I'm keeping the rest of the tray back, because I don't know what's going to happen to these. If they take off and grow well, fair dues, that's enough for me. If not, I've got to fall back. What a mess. Right guys, I've had a hard afternoon. I'm ready for a wash. And then, as the district nurse suggests, bed. But I've still got my potatoes to finish yet. But what you see, what you've seen, the earlies all give the potato one level, the lates produce all up the stem. Therefore, the shallots are just in 4 to a bucket. And for this year's single seed potato challenge, I'm towering the buckets. I'm going to give it a go anyway, because that's just my thought on it. And only one person wanted to try it last year. Unfortunately, I think something went wrong with their entry. So I'm not hiding any secrets. I don't believe in them. So what I'm doing, you know about. I've now told you in advance. So if you want to try it, you try it. But that's what I'm doing. The biggest failure this year, tomatoes. I've got 2 seedlings out of 2 different, one out of each of 2 packets. One called Favourite, which I've never grown before, and I forget the other one's name, but it's sort of like a bush tomato for a hanging basket. So I could end up resorting to buying them in yet, I don't know. I've still got a couple of weeks to see what germinates. But normally this month, stuff you'll notice, whatever you've had in the polytunnel or your greenhouse, might seem as though it's stood still for a while, but it's off like a rocket this month. They really do grow quick. One thing I hadn't noticed till today, I thought, oh, the lettuce not doing much, but I've just had a look. Yeah, that's about ready for planting out, that. Yeah, 4 seasons lettuce. I'm happy with that. But I'm growing in the pots in the polytunnel this year. I don't want slugs near it. Like I've already told you, diatomaceous earth does the trick. Keeps everything off your staging. Which I've got one more piece of staging to make, otherwise I'm going to run out of room. And the benefit of getting these potatoes planted up, stuff's coming out of here bit by bit, help towards cleaning. Clean the place up a bit. But the compost I bought, no, I'm not really happy, because it's too fibrous. Like, it's not completely rotted down yet, and while it's rotten, it's taking up the nitrogen in the bulk of it all. Even though I've added chicken manure, fish blood and bone, I'm not sure what'll happen. Especially with potatoes. Yeah, you can get the likes of Teddy King. You can grow them in anything. So, till next time guys, take care.